What is up? It's KB. I'm back again with the Sesh episode 4. 4 solo episodes. Some of y'all been watching. People have actually been watching. I'm shocked. Thank you. I'm gonna get more clean with it as we go along. For real, for real. Trying out the vertical because vertical video is popular. And I'm just trying out different stuff. I'm gonna be briefer today because I just have a lot going on and stuff I need to do. But hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is being safe. Today I'm talking about a few things. The Grammys just happened last night, so I'm gonna talk about that. Not really the Grammys. Good for everybody. Good for I freaking love Bad Bunny. I can't wait for the Super Bowl. So I'm excited about that. And he to that was so dope that he won Album of the Year. Like that's crazy. That he's the first all the talented artists, Spanish speaking artists that have put out amazing albums. It's wild that he's the first one, but he's the one to break the barrier, and that's dope. Um, so there's that. The first thing is this is so I'm talking about the Grammys. I'm talking about podcasters having a reckoning. I'm talking about the I love boxing. I love boxing. I've been getting back into boxing because UFC has just been incredibly. UFC has been kind of not that business lately. So there's that. And then talking about some women's basketball, talking some unrivaled. One of my favorite players balled out, and so I want to talk about that because of what's occurring with the WNBA. And then I'm gonna talk about Minnesota, but not in that context. Everybody has heard everything. I'm more so really this is a lot of reacting on this one. And so first off, Grammys. I thought it went back and watched a lot of the clips, didn't watch the whole show, but everything that I saw, everyone looked good, did great, did a good thing, had good performances. You know, the talented people did talented things. There's one performance specifically that I actually went back and had to rewatch it because there was so much talk about it. And let me tell you, when I went back and rewatched it, there's no y'all not about to convince me that Justin Bieber just absolutely ate up that vocally, he killed that. Vocally phenomenal. The boy could always sing. The boy could always sing. He's always been an R&B artist. Like to me, he's always had an R&B voice more so to me than pop. So, um, great singer. I think he's a good songwriter. I'm gonna say this: when Justin Bieber was young and he was like doing like little choreo and stuff like that, being Usher Jr. and shit like that, I never that to me was never him because that to me the little boy that was busking, playing a guitar and just singing his heart out is essentially who Justin Bieber is, and that's the type of artist I feel like. I feel like he really wants to be a singer songwriter. Like I don't think he ever intended to be Justin Timberlake or where he's doing on, moonwalking across the damn stage and pop locking and all this other bullshit. I don't think he ever really was meant to be that entertainer because to me, he just didn't have that. It always seemed like a put on. He always seemed more comfortable and better as a performer and more earnest as a performer, um, playing a piano, his keys, or playing his guitar. So that's first off. Now, with that being said, this performance, y'all gassed the shit out of this performance. I'm sorry, bro. I Swag is a pretty solid album. To me, it's not bad, it's not great. It's a good R&B pop album to me. Um, but that performance, first off, y'all fans are trying to make that shit deeper than it actually is. And I love y'all for that because you're like, it's stripped down, it's him against the world, it's da da da. I'm like, y'all, he didn't go on tour for this album. He probably was like, let me give him a little something because I'm not touring for this shit. I have no desire to tour. It takes a lot out of me. Let me give them a memorable performance. I think that's one. Two, I also think that he was trying to sell. Apparently, if I only show up in one item, I'm selling that item. That is a promo. That is advertisement. So I was like, he's just up there in his draws. I was like, if this is a Calvin Klein thing or whatever, and then later on somebody said no, it's actually his brand of underwear. Okay, but the kicker. All right, no, there's more to this. The song choice. Oh, it's deep. It's about like people was like, oh, you see him against the industry. I'm like, he showed up to the Grammys though. He's still working with people in the industry. Two changes on that song, the album version. Like he still works and hangs out in the industry. He went to industry parties after the event. He shows up to industry things all the time. So he's not against the industry. Like I don't know where y'all got this. Oh, he's used up and da 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 da. As a yes, that's the life of what that's their life. I'm not even saying that it's right. I agree that it's fucked up, but he's not the only one. And nobody else could have got on that stage and literally threw to me it was just half-assed. And the biggest half-assed part of it, low key, is not the part he sang it to the T. The outfit I don't really care about. To me, it wasn't necessarily that it was, you know, that he was in his drawers or anything. But if he hadn't been in his drawers, his underwear, I don't think people would have paid attention to that performance. Like I honestly don't. And but I think that setting it up in a way that where his voice is the focus, which is what I think part of it was that he wanted to show. It's like, nah, I'm one of them dudes I can really. I think the whole want to be vulnerable shit. He's done that type of stuff before. But I'm gonna say this. That's what people were like. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. He played the guitar, then recorded it, and then he put down the beat, and then he recorded it, and he sang over it live. Like you don't no, y'all don't obviously watch a lot of live performances, like not on TV, but like buskers, cafes. That is looping has been around forever, bro. Like looping is not new. This boy got on there with a shitty ass untuned Yamaha guitar, played literally three chords, did one, and then sang his heart out, which is cool. But y'all acting like he is the second coming is like, dog, like, what are y'all? And y'all do Justin Bieber and Pete Davidson get the same treatment. Like, it's almost like they're like, they're perpetually baby birds. Like, and oh my God, because they have, and we have to, and it's like, bro, this is a grown ass man. This is a grown ass man. These are grown ass people. I'm not saying they don't have trauma. I don't say that. But who doesn't? Like for real, like who does not? Why are y'all acting like y'all have never seen somebody do a loop? Like y'all are adding sauce to it that I don't think is there. I just don't think it is. I think you guys, I think he was like, you know what? You know how I wrote the song? I wrote the song like this, so I'm gonna perform it like this, and then we added this to it. Oh, the mirror back to him. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And with that being said, and just so y'all know what I'm talking about, this right here, this this is what I'm talking about. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Because y'all got to see how this man really sat up here and did. Okay, so we got this, right? Just simple 3, 4 chords right there. That's all it is. Now he done looped it, played it. Simple, easy, right? So I'm thinking he about to get busy. Now, I actually play guitar and bass. I had a looper. I've worked with a looper. This is the reason why I'm like, I didn't understand the hoopla behind it. And I'm gonna show you some. And I hate to say this, it's gonna be bogus. I know people gonna be like, you are such a hater. But the real with this is that he the thing about it is that this is something that he does that he's allowed to do, because I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to show you why this motherfucker has pretty privilege. He has pretty privilege. Though 3 simple chords, you know, he taps and then he just sings the song. All right. So y'all see that. It's just him doing that, right? All right. The reason why I say I feel like he gets away with this is getting more love than I've seen other people get is because let me show you. This is common. This is common. Boom. He didn't even have to repeat for that. He did it on his guitar. Now he's doing another rhythm. This is totally incredibly. That's one example of that. Let me go to this is just that once again, this is the common shit that like guitarists they learn, musicians they do this. Musicians we do this. This is not a new thing. This isn't you know what I'm saying? Like it's people were acting like they had never seen this before. Please go support a local musician for real. And then this dude is even doing multiple because he's dropping the bass line with the you know what I'm saying with and he's building each layer. And I've seen so many great and I think just super talented and I think he's all of that. But I'm just saying I need to really understand what they're saying And the final part about that is there's another artist that has done this already. That is big, like Justin Bieber, but um, I don't I don't know if, and he does this just on his own. And y'all about to see who it is. And he has written for Justin Bieber. And he does this every show, not just Grammys, not just this, but it's the homie, the ginger, Ed Sheeran. Er- And I hate to say it like this. All the white boy musicians I know do this. They know how to loop. Like if you back in the day, you would see Ed Sheeran, but you'd have somebody like Jason Mraz, Howie Day, um, who is the other buddy that did that? Andrew Bird does some of that. There's a lot of musicians who do loop recording and live and do it really well and can build significant, um, interesting, engaging, dynamic music with just looping. And Ed Sheeran is so good at it. John Mayer used to do it a little bit. That's like how he danced. White boys this used to be all they did, bro. Like and when I went to college, this is what they was doing. Like they didn't. It was getting to where like they would do club with the band, like, and they're like the band is like keeping up with them, and so like he'll do this type of stuff. Ed Sheeran has been doing this for a while, but people don't recognize it because honestly, once again, I think Biebs is just. I think people have a soft spot for him. I think people, feel like he's been through it. And and I ain't even trying to say he hasn't. He probably has, to be quite honest, knowing this industry. And he's kind of alluded. I'm not going to assume anything, and I'm not going to assume who did what. But yeah, that's the that was the only thing. That Grammy performance, y'all gassed that shit up. I just want to say to shout out to all the white boys who've been doing it. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, that wasn't it. Now, to me, that was fire. Was the D'Angelo Bilal absolutely that the Roberta Flack D'Angelo piece that was absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I was like, everybody done told me I should watch this, and then when I watched it, and I'm like, wait a minute, you want me to be excited about the things that my homies who've been doing it? I know artists that have been doing it for years, and played it, and honestly played it a lot more proficiently than that. All right, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is, Happy Black History Month. And no, it's not this ad. What's coming on?
Hand off your taxes to an expert who gets you
No, I don't have
with
to.
TurboTax Expert Full Service.
I refuse. Now you get now.
It's up to the.
I'm a huge fight fan. I love boxing. T.O. got rocked, deservedly so. Um, and he's been doing a lot of ignorant stuff lately. Every match against a black person, you don't have to pull out the racist card to try to sell the match. You and Ryan Garcia are notorious for that, and y'all keep getting y'all ass whooped, and I'm happy that y'all keep getting y'all ass whooped. Tio, get you a new coach. You up here looking like Martin G when he got his ass whooped by Tommy the Hitman Hearns, bro. Like for real. Like all your shit swollen and you tried to call out Bud. What? Y'all, I don't know if y'all watch boxing. What I love about boxing is that people will get their ass whooped and then proceed to call out somebody else who can also whoop their ass. Let's look at the delusion of Tia.
People that's handling the fights to make the fights happen.
Did you think it would be that easy for him?
I knew it. I told her.
Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened.
Condolences to the slavery and everything that has ever happened. Tio, you know better. And I'm glad you got your ass whooped. Now, what I do want to show y'all is when he starts talking to Bud, Terrence Crawford, after this, because they didn't freeze framed on
Mentally.
This fight didn't go your way. I know it's a lot to.
Hey, I still need mine.
Look at that eye. Look at that eye. Swollen eye. I'm surprised he can even see Bud. He got a baseball, bro. Look at that. I need that. No, you need a new coach, Tio. You need a new coach, G. You're looking real wild out there, bro. You're looking real wild out there. And you lost. You lost.
I know you are the best. I know you're the best. No, not like that. Hey.
Just trying to get another fight. You lost decidedly.
I respect that. For sure.
You lost decidedly. I have never seen somebody make me. Dude, Shakur Stevenson looked so good in that fight, man. Look at him. He looked so good in that fight. Just fast. His reflexes was on point. His counterpunching was on point. I don't know what the game plan was, T.O., for that fight was, but if you want to see, like, when they call it the sweet science, go watch that fight because Shakur Stevenson outclassed him like that is like he made him look kind of amateur almost. It was like there was and the thing is I think Shakur is like 26, 25. And he went up in weight for this fight. He looking bulky. I like the weight on Shakur. And he went up in weight for this fight. But the other thing is that he just took Tio's belt, which means that like it was so decidingly that I can't. They must have given Tio that belt. Like I can't get over how poorly that Shakur just out. I mean, Shakur just looked amazing in that fight. That's one of his best fights I've seen in a while. But yeah, I was just happy because Tio been using all that little racist shit to sell fights when that's not even necessary, bro. You get in there, and now we could have just watched you get your ass whooped regardless. But now it make it even sweeter. Happy Black History Month. Because you went in there and did that goofiness, talking about you going to throw bananas and goofy shit like that. And your dad is a terrible trainer. What's with boxing dads? Somebody need to do a story on boxing dads. They be some of the most annoying men. I swear. All right. I just wanted to go over that because, yeah, he was giving him the business, bro.
Well, that's Terrence Bud Crawford reaction.
Giving him the business. Look at this. 72. You can't even fully see it on there, but 72 of landed of his punches for Teofimo. Out of 468, G. Out of 468 punches, you landed 72. That is 15%. Teal, you are too old and too grown to suck like that. You need a new coach, Chief. You're too old for that to be the outcome. For real, for real. That's freaking wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. All right. Now, this is a funny moment. So if y'all don't know, the WNBA is going through contract talks, not turning out really good for anybody, to be quite honest. They've kind of stalled. It doesn't look like things are going forward really well, but you have Unrivaled, and that's going swimmingly. And you have other leagues that are popping up. Now, while all of this is going on, the industry of women's basketball for the WNBA, you have their, I guess, to them, the face of the league, even though the commissioner said that, Caitlin Clark should be happy because, she's the face of the league and she has this great contract and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, though, the one frustrating thing with Caitlin Clark is that she has a tendency to not have any type of everything is, there's a time to be calculated and media savvy, and there's a time to say something with your chest and stand 10 toes down. And we have yet to see that with her. And I have yet to really see the all-star what do you call it? Like the all-star how do you call that? Like the aura of a star. Like she doesn't give star. She doesn't give face of the league, really. I don't think that she wants to have to talk about anything but how amazing of a shooter she is. I really don't think that she's interested in much else. And that's not to say that she's not talented. I just don't think that that's what she signed up for and what she's actually doing are two completely different things, And I think that's where she's stuck at. But here's a funny moment that occurred at when she was, working one of the NBA games, which is interesting that she's working one of the NBA games while the WNBA, and they're like kind of kissing her ass right there, and it's like, dog, you could say something about what's going on with the WNBA, like give a little one-liner or something. Not that you have to like go into a whole diatribe, but you can pull some. If you're witty, smart, you got something there, you can pull off something. But this moment, and Reggie Miller is such a damn troll, is a funny troll moment of Caitlin Clark. And this is not a mean troll. If you know basketball, this is not a diss.
A new shooter from Indiana. See, I'm the third best shooter in the state of Indiana now. Okay. It goes Caitlin, Tyrese, and now myself.
We'll have to get Tyrese's opinion on that. I'm not sure Tyrese would agree.
Right here, she's taking over for me right now. So thank you. There's a new.
He gave her the props there, which is nice. Which is cute. And I do like Tyrese. This is the one.
Reminds you of the young lady.
All right. All right, yeah, there we go.
Reminds you of the young lady to your right.
I like Peyton Pritchard from Boston. The way he's able to handle the basketball. He makes big shots when the shot clock's running down. A lot like this young lady right here. Isn't afraid.
Bro, the look on her face is so hilarious. Now, do I think that she's trying to diss Pritchard? Yeah. I think that not that, let me rephrase. I don't think she's trying to diss him. I think that she's kind of surprised because she's used to the comparison of being like Steph Curry, MJ, she's the LeBron of the WNBA, you know, like that type of stuff. So when he went to actually skill-based, like skills-wise, who do you remind me? Like he really thought about it and was like, no, you remind me of this because he knows ball. But her face is hysterical.
You of the young lady to your right.
I like Peyton Pritchard from Boston. The way he's
immediately
able to
drops
handle
immediately
the basketball. He makes big shots when the shot clock's running down. A lot like this young lady.
She looks like, that's not strong enough. Like a role player? He just called her a role player. She's the face of the league. And I literally don't think he's dissing her. I genuinely think it's an incidental troll where you're saying something and you're not trying to be like bogus. You're genuinely like thinking about skill and talent. Like Pritchard's not bad. like being compared to anybody in the league is not bad because, let me rephrase that. Skill-wise, a majority of people in professional sports are still very skilled is what I'm getting at. But her face was hysterical because it immediately dropped. Like, no, you are not. He's not going to say Steph Curry because he knows ball. People who know ball don't just sit up there and, do that. So, all right. Final thing. Oh, wait, no, not final thing. But you know who been balling? My bitch Mabry. Hooping, always been a bucket. Always been a bucket. I'm still mad about just out here stunting. Hold up, let me turn the sound on. What makes me so mad about this whole thing about Mabry and about being a damn Chicago Sky fan is all the people that I love end up not want to be there. And Mabry was one of them. Mabry, dude, she's been balling out. When she gets to play free, she can ball. She can ball out. She had 47 points this game and Unrivaled. And they sold out these games for Unrivaled. There was, I think, almost 22,000 people sold it out. And not the WNBA. And this is what the WNBA needs to be thinking about. Like, yo, did they start in other leagues? There's other opportunities because y'all have been so buster about supporting them. Y'all have been so incredibly lame, bro. So, like, cheap and acting like they not worth the money when you know they worth the money when they out there making their money through different endorsements. It doesn't even you got to make it make sense. And then you got that goof troop Kathy as the freaking commissioner. Like, get her out of there, bro. Like, but yeah, Mabry balled out. And this is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's about that. It's about hooping and really being out there. And that's what Caitlin need to be doing while she over there trying to do commentary and looking for praise. You need to be out here balling with the homies. Caitlin ain't hooped in how long? Caitlin has, think about that. She's been injured. How long has Caitlin Clark not hooped? Just saying, bro. Just saying, you can go from the face of the league to being a bust. Don't think it can't happen. Don't think it won't happen. It definitely can happen. But shout out to Marina balling. Still mad at. All right, this is the last thing, and then I'm done. Not Barracuda.
place, no question, Miles over Mark.
Really?
Miles would be such a good house guest.
100%.
Such a good. Miles would clean up after himself.
Yeah.
Miles would probably do dishes and shit. He would like feel very guilty about it and really overcompensate.
100%. Yeah.
Mark would take this shit for granted. He came in your tub and didn't even wash it out.
Did you apologize?
I did.
Now, these fools, let me get off a commercial though. These fools have sat up here and they are now talking about how, you know, it's unconstitutional, you know, and it is, and they're right. And you know what? I'll give them this. I'll give them the fact that they actually said, I'll give Andrew Schulz the fact. I'll give him a point for saying, no, we had him on, we platformed him. If people want to criticize us, they're right. Then, and it's always some, let me see if I can find, let's see, this.
Just because you had him on, and I don't think that's fair at all. Because that's not what you wanted. If he came in here and said like, oh, hey, we're going to forcefully remove all of these illegal immigrants the way that they're doing it, we wouldn't be for that.
Yes, shut up. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Make me the full screen. This fool just pissed me off. Shut up. Andrew's right. And your goof troop cooning ass want to be like, well, no, we was on both sides. We wanted to interview Kamala. Nigga, why do you think she didn't want to interview with y'all? The fuck do y'all know? And then y'all ran around and bragged that you got him elected. And now you're like, well, no, we shouldn't. You shut the fuck up. Cooning. You stay cooning. You're not a journalist. None of them up there are journalists. You fucking goof troop. That dude blew me. That pissed. You don't know the passivity. The level of passivity I went to listening to this idiot say this dumb shit.
Specifically pushed back. I specifically told him, I was like, dude, you hired illegals.
Yeah.
You know, like I was taking care
of it. No, I push back. That's not pushing back. You've hired illegals and you said you're doing this. You have this person as a part of it. Stephen Miller ain't new. Bill Barr ain't new. Y'all are not journalists. Y'all are bullshitters and comedians, and that's okay, bro. But I would never put journalist before my fucking name. And you went in an interview and said that. You went and said, isn't it I'm a political journalist in there. Start taking yourself seriously. And then went and did a Street Fighter movie. Bro, get the fuck out. But you got this goof troop up here cooning.
Illegals like, let's have a pathway to citizenship, let's have some empathy. And he's like, we're going after the criminals. And maybe I naively believed that he would do that. But it's very clear, like just by the numbers, that that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
And they're using this bullshit of like, we want to make sure you guys are safe and secure. How is this more safe? Tell me how this is more secure.
I don't feel any safer. Walking in any downtown of any city I perform in, it doesn't feel any safer.
Oh, it doesn't feel any safer now that it affects me. I can't believe it. I don't know, man. Hard. It's hard now being brown. I didn't have any problems with the other dudes that I just made fun of and bashed all the time, acting like I'm just some, you fucking pussy. You set your big tooth ass up. Everything that you getting, you deserve. Egg on your face, bitch. You deserve it.
Yeah, it's also, it bugs me when there's like a false dichotomy where people are like, yeah, dude, but you can't just let like the borders be completely open, so this has to happen. It's like, well, there was a time when, you know, people were coming in illegally and then they were deported humanely, and that I think there is a way to do both, right? Like Obama deported people that was done with civility and like keeping human integrity intact, whereas this seems like it's intentionally cruel.
Yeah, and intentionally chaotic.
Yeah,
And
like I don't know if
But that's what Trump has always bred is chaos. What did you expect it to be? And and I keep saying it that the black dude they need to don't stop. I've never thought I would say this, especially during Black History Month. Stop platforming him. Take away his mic. The two brown people, y'all should have, black and brown people, y'all should have been knew what was up, and y'all should have stayed 10 toes down, and y'all fucking didn't. I don't trust none of y'all. The fact that I trust these two white boys more than y'all should say something.
if someone comes in illegally and like, you know, they get caught and then they get deported, it's like, I think most people are like, yeah, you know, kind of, you know, GG's. Like,
and they were aware of that risk when they came illegally.
Right. Yeah. And again, I don't want it to happen. I wouldn't want it to happen to my friends. Like, I think
100%.
what ICE is doing is awful. But again, it's the cruelty, and like that cruelty is a feature of the
He's always been cruel
system.
And it seems to be rewarded by the administration.
Right, exactly.
Or
And
at bare minimum defended.
Yeah.
With zero reflection or accountability. I was shocked that they each echoed the exact same sentiment. Not a
They've been doing that. That's called propaganda. He came and sat in your face and did the exact same thing.
single one of them was like, hey, we have to look at the footage. Immediate knee-jerk reaction. It was like a group text went out like, hey, show strength.
That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
A group signal text went out.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
And that's the most concerning thing to me, because like we can see in like the line of duty, like shit happens, right? Like,
yeah, I don't think the ICE officers are going out, how can we shoot an American citizen today?
Right. I mean, yeah, I think they're going out.
No, I think some of them definitely are going out. How can we shoot a citizen today? I think some of them signed up for that.
It's like intimidate people, but like as far as like killing goes, I don't know. But as far as like the recourse that happens after an event like this, you would hope that there's going to be some type of fair third-party investigation and holding people accountable.
Yeah,
right?
the grossest part of the Trump
like that's what you
statement-
want to happen.
That's what you want to happen.
The
But
grossest
we've
part of it-
seen his first administration. He doesn't like being held
Oh! Wait, what?
accountable for anything.
What was that? Wait, whoa.
And I don't think it's any
The
different.
part that got me in a state.
And anybody who wants to criticize us for a
What's that? Let's run all of that back, y'all. Let's run that back right quick, y'all.
platform, 100%. That is fair. 100%. But that doesn't mean you just stay quiet. Like if you see something that you look at and you're like, I don't think this is America that I want to live in. And which is the sentiment of everybody right now. There are a few like ideologues in the internet that are trying to defend this. I'm sure you guys have seen.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of Americans are looking at this and they're going, this is not a country that we believe that we are. And we can't continue to support stuff like this. And I think it's important to talk about it.
I'm just going to give you pushback. I don't think the criticism that we're getting for having Trump on is fair, because one, we've had people from both sides of the aisle on, and it's like we've never
Look at the coon.
been a
Look at the
podcast that's
coon.
like, hey,
Look at
you
the
should
coon.
listen and do what we say or tell you to.
Doug, stop playing dumb. Y'all went and pat yourselves on the back. Y'all, and I gotta go, but y'all patted yourselves on the back. And I gotta show this, because these mugs was really feeling themselves. Really feeling themselves. Let me see if I can find it, because there was a whole ass video where they came in and if they let's see if I can find this. Well, I can't wait to show y'all this, because these fools really did this. Hold up. And see, this is the goofiness when you hang out, and this is when you got to be careful hanging out with certain people because then they'll have you out here doing dumb shit and saying dumb shit and making yourself look silly. Oh, this ain't even gonna crop right. Hopefully, y'all can hear it though, because they just celebrating.
What are the new pronouns, Akash? Tell them the new pronouns.
MA/GA.
MAGA. That word is back. Everything's back.
When we walked in, Dove was singing MAGA, Nagila, MAGA, Nagila, MAGA, Nagila, MAGA. Listen, we've been very fair and unbiased about this election. Unlike some of us, Alex has been riding Kamala's fucking roti for the last 3 months.
That's good.
Okay, that's an Indian.
That was good.
And Dove, why don't you stand directly in front of all 3 cameras?
More in the way.
And what's wild is they roasted him for voting for Kamala. What's even more hilarious, he's still a coon. He still is a coon. It doesn't even matter that they roasted him, bro. You're still a freaking coon.
Put the Chablis down. Put it down. No, we know.
Because you allowed the
You gotta
bullshit.
eat first. We know you gotta eat first.
What a surprise. Dove comes somewhere he's not welcome and won't leave.
Yeah.
They get kicked out. It's 110.
We call you the little hats and you're wearing the biggest hat possible. Why are you doing that?
Okay. In all seriousness, I want to have a conversation
You're
about
not wearing your son yarmulke, bro?
what?
No.
These idiots, bro. I liked it when it was just sports. You go back to sports. Go back to. I keep telling y'all to go back to sports, and y'all will not listen. Flagrant, just go back to sports. It was way easier. You didn't get trapped and looped into this shit. That's the reason why me and Amy stick to smoking weed, because we really know that. But yeah, all right. So that's been the session. Y'all, keep your family close. Keep your enemies at bay. Stay positive. Stay warm. Stay principled. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'll see y'all next week. This has been the Sesh with KB Marion. Check out my special Simply. It's up on my YouTube channel if you haven't. And if you watched my YouTube special and you're here, thank you. And have a good one. Holla.